The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Pritchard and White are their guards. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Collins is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Harris in at the small forward. So, Clark, for those teams getting ready for the playoffs themselves, is it time to hit the gas or punch cruise control? You know, take off a little bit right now.
Well, I think it depends on the situation of the team, Kevin. Complacency is what you want to avoid. And knowing your team and its makeup and where you are positionally in the standings and health-wise, I think impacts how you approach this last stretch.
Now White following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo from deep.
Boy, strong off the dribble is Derek White. He's also a solidly built 6'4". That allows him to play through contact.
Now here's Porter and Harris wide open. He shoots off target with his 3. Harris against Pritchard. To the paint. And that one's good. Tatum.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper. But I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Harris a spring on Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Boston with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And again, the Bucks miss.
And 0 for 4 starts. Somebody forgot to take this team out of the cooler.
Pritchard with the ball. 9-point game his last outing. That one goes. Count it.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem. He's the all-time leader in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks for the Bucks.
Here's Turner after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin?
It sure does. Oh,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is indeed a showman now. Porter Jr. using that explosive athleticism on the rack attack. Yes, sir.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. changes here for the Celtics. Sam Hauser's checked in for Derek White, and it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Out to the right wing. Gonzalez passes to Brown. It's hauled in by Giannis.
With no D around, you expect him to knock down that midi.
Porter kicks to Giannis. Turner with the screen for Porter. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. The rebound by the Bucks.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Just another example of Harris taking what the defense allows. Sees the soft spot and attacks.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. Gonzalez passes to Brown. Vucevic is screen on Rollins. Shot clock at 6. That doesn't go either for Brown. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Turner. It's stolen by Brown. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with
Oh, my!
Wow!
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Celtics leading by 8. Bobby Portis out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Trent in a shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with Pritchard.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Kuzma outside. Outside Thomas. Got a hand on it. Pritchard against Thomas. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Bucks trail by 10. Trent kicks to Thomas. Clark, more so than ever, NBA offenses are putting the ball in the hands of their stars and letting them go to work.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, that's because NBA offense is all about creating space, and usually your star players can do that with a high level of skill, speed, shot making, and play making. You can create it with strength as well, playing through a guy like Jokic, Giannis, and Luka.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Gary Harris comes in for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Trent. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Portis, count that one.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
Boston leading by 11. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Here's the three. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. That one's no good. That makes them 1 for 2. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Giannis against Tatum. Here's Antetokounmpo. Giannis just too much inside.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Queta. And he banks in the layup. Queta's got 4 points in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Oh, nice slam there by Tommy. This guy just gets it done in so many ways.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, the new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that there are real teeth in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Back to you, Kevin.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Yep, that one goes in there. Queta's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, White doing a nice job that time, working around the defense and finding the open man.
Pass to Portis from 12 feet out. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look for Milwaukee. Miles Turner comes in for Bobby Portis, and Kevin Porter subbed in for Cameron Thomas. Then for the Celtics, Garza's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Pritchard. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's White. Pass to Queta. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
The Celtics shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And that one misses. Bucks trail by 13. Floats it up for Giannis. White against Porter. Brown outside. .58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah, a nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
54 seconds left in the first half. Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner. Giannis outside. Turner with a screen on White. It's Porter outside. Antetokounmpo. It's good on the putback.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little differently.
Pass to Queta. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. Garza, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Celtics lead by 15.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
They set the screen.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And so it's Boston, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Boston Celtics.
I couldn't tell the difference between their second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah, the others are shining like stars. Bench points have put this team over the top tonight.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
You look at the Celtics. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Vucevic is out there with Tatum, and it's Pritchard in at the point. That's it, and the Celtic lead is kept down now to just 12 on the basket from Porter. Right
On the money, Porter Jr. wanting to make an impact and a statement from the mid-range.
Vucevic has screen on Harris. Brown the pass to Vucevic. Yep, that one goes. 6 points for Vucevic.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Oh, they
own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. Shoots over Vucevic. The kick out to Porter. And here's Harris from the arc. And Tatum pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown deciding where to go with it. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Spins outside Porter. It's good. Porter's got 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Tatum setting the pick for Pritchard. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Pritchard. 4 on the shot clock. Tatum with the screen on Porter. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And the Celtics also making a change. Hauser's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Celtics leading by 12. Now Brown. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And he makes that one. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Porter. Hits the target from 18 feet. He's got 11.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Down low, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop it.
.112 left here in the 3rd quarter. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A different look from Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Turner. A.J. Green comes in for Harris. And Thomas subbed in for Rollins. .109 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Portis kicks to Porter. Pass to Thomas. Kuzma with the screen for Thomas. No good on the 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look
the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Celtics leading by 16. Here's Brown. Up and in on the layup. That's now 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Kuzma. Three-pointer. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Guys, we're still in this. Just cut it a little bit. All right, just keep cutting. All you got to do is keep cutting the lead. Right here. All right?
Doc Rivers not looking to get it back all at once, but still with a definite sense of urgency for his team.
Yeah, you want your guys to feel comfortable enough to take their time, run the sets, but you can't afford to let this game get too far away from them.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The small and power forwards are Kuzma and Antetokounmpo. A.J. Green out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Portis in at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Bucks trail by 14. And here's Green outside. And Gonzalez pulls it down.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tatum with a screen on Kuzma. Here's Gonzalez. Chalk up 2 there. And the Celtics lead by 16.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Celtics also making a change. Garza's checked in. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Inside, Peter, marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Out to Kuzma. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
White pulls it down. Boston leading by 18. And here's Gonzalez. There's a screen. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. different look for Milwaukee. Gary Harris is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Rollins comes in for Cameron Thomas. And Kevin Porter subbed in for A.J. Green. And it's Porter with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Oh, contorting his body for the double clutch layup.
Clearly, Porter Jr. is fired up right now. Not holding anything back on the offensive end, letting it all hang out.
Picked by Vucevic. Brown! And it's Boston with another.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's White. On the wing, Brown. Guarded by Harris. Pulls the trigger. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Brown's got 10 points here in the second half. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Well, Porter has tremendous talent and is very creative. He's good at getting his guys the ball when they're ready to score. A good passer because he's got good vision.
Brown. And Harris will pull it down. Bucks trail by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Harris comes in for Green. Rollins checked in for Jackson. And Porter subbed in for Thomas. And the free throw, no good.
An obvious fan favorite. It's all about hard work with Bobby Portis. That's how he proved himself in this league and how he makes a difference night after night.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Back to Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gonzalez. There's a good screen. There's the try. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Misses there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Next guard, number 11, Peyton Pritchard. In the middle, at 6'9", number 4, Nikola Vucevic. Next guard, 6'4", number 9, Derek White. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 7, Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of the Boston Celtics is Joe Mazzulla. This is the Boston Celtics.
So the Hornets starting 5. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And for Boston, their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. As we enter the final stretch of the regular season, Doris, we've got a clear picture of the league hierarchy.
Yeah, we've got a legitimate sample size here. You know the identity of each team. So unless someone makes a late surge or maybe an injury pops up, the surprises of the season are behind us.
Now here's Ball. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Boston on offense. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Oh, my goodness. How about that move by Jaylen Brown? That is spectacular.
From behind the arc. Tatum pulls it in. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Charlotte.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Well, Derek White fearless on the interior right there. Tremendous finish.
Bridges outside. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Clock at 6. Comes up empty down low. Boston on offense. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocks on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
Miller outside. The 3 from Ball, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Brown, a screen on Bridges. And Brown, the bucket on the assist from Tatum.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. We continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Right?
And Allie, thank you for that.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Here's Knipple, defended by Brown. Ball outside. Shoots over Pritchard. Ball no good. The Celtics have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's Brown. Banked it in off the glass. Brown's got 8 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And And Charles Lee wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And games like that are backbreakers. To be so close to victory, but let it slip away is frustrating.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Uni dance lessons. Let's see what they got.
For the Hornets, James is checked in for Miller, and it's White in for LaMelo Ball.
On the court.
.146 left in the first. Here's Knipple. And the layup falls.
And a nice play by Knipple. He knows where to get his points.
Celtics lead by 5. A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Con Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter, Grant.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
James deciding where to go with it. White for 3. They grab their own miss. Brown against Bridges. And there's James from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Unselfish play by Miles Bridges right there. The team wants more of that.
The Celtics have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Pass to Gonzalez. Picked by Vucevic. Launches it. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Hornets trail by 7. Outside White. And here's James. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White, the pass to James. Shoots over Brown. The shot by James, no good. Boston leading by 7. Here's Gonzalez. Uses the glass on the layup. Gonzalez has got 5.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back after this word. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Shireman in a shooting guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. To the paint. Left block shot on the way, and he can't bank that one in. Hornets trail by 9. It's White with a drive. the motor of Coby White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Coby will make those effort plays.
That's good from White. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Exum's checked in for Shireman. White hits them both.
And when you look at Coby White's career numbers, he scored 15 as a rookie. I mean, he's always been a factor offensively.
Pritchard against ball. Here's Cada. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets trail by 7. To the inside. And he dunks it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Coby White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston Gold. Entertainment.
He's checked in for Exum. Miller's checked in for Charlotte. And it's always a great time to check on the power rankings. Things heating up here in March. Taking a look at Minnesota, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Seeing where Boston is, they've made some strides climbing into the top 10, and they're not done yet. Trying to continue in the right direction.
Ball looks over the floor. Miller on the wing, defended by Hauser. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
White against White. Ooh, it's stolen away. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. Here's Miller. Tries again. And it's good on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Miscue there. Haven't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Knipples checked in for White. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. There's Ball with a 3. Boston pulls it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. that combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
That's good from Pritchard. And the Hornets making a change here. Bridges is checked in. Pritchard hits them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
It's tipped. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the middle. Here's Queta, and he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Boston leading by 7. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pulls it from 20. Here's Miller. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Yeah, just a great feel by Miller. Getting in there for the board and putting it right back up.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. In for Boston. Brown comes in for Pritchard. And a change for the Hornets. Kobe White, he's checked in for Ball. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Now here's White. Pass to Queta. Inside. Here's Garza. Soft touch off the glass. Garza's gotten 4 this quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Knipple. Now Bridges. Really had his troubles in that loss to Dallas. He just couldn't find his rhythm. And there's a pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Diabate. And here's Knipple from the arc. Rebound Boston. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Diabate. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. And the basket by Bridges. Celtics lead by 7. Here's Brown. Brown gets the inside finish.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Pass to Knipple. Nice passing by Charlotte here. Miller outside. Oh, missed the layup. He had him with the pump fake. The Celtics have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Outside, Brown. Fires the three. And they'll get another chance. There's Tatum with the three. And so it's Boston with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good defensively. We let our foot off the gas a little bit, so we got to do a better job.
Keep the pedal to the metal, guys.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please.
Miss.
Let's hear it for our contestants.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Charlotte Hornets. With the way this game is shaping up, we could be looking at extended garbage time.
This thing's out of hand. We're going to need garbage time for garbage time. I call that garbageception.
Garbage time for garbage time? What? How does that even work? What, do you put the people in the stands in the game?
It means me and you one-on-one. Get your shoes on, King. I'm tired of you talking to me crazy.
First of all, I ain't garbage, but this will be fun.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Boston Celtics.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's who Charles Lee is starting in the second half. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple. Hornets trail by 11. There's Ball with a 3. Called in by Brown.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now the Hornets moving it up. The kick out to Ball. Pass to Knipple. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown passes to Vucevic, and Vucevic slams it in.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Back to you.
Merci. Allie, thanks for the report.
A situation made for LaMelo Ball. Anything you can do, I can do better.
And when it comes comes to adding sizzle to the steak, just watch LaMelo Ball, Doris.
I love that, PA. Certainly, entertainment is a big aspect of this young man's game. The fancy dribbling, the no-look passes, the range on his three-point shooting. He alone can be worth the price of a ticket.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Bridges has got 5 points.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Outside, Brown. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Shasta Miller. Here's Knipple. Here's the three. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Brown. 12 points for him. Down low. Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's Ball with a three. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Brown with the tip. Controls the rebound and the putback. Give him 8.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
A minute 37 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Knipple. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Sinks the tray.
I'll tell you, the ability to act quickly, to get your shot up as soon as you make the catch, that's beautifully done by Bridges.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Switch here. Hauser's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. White's checked in. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Vucevic, a screen on Ball. To the inside. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, Bridges spots a gap and puts it on the deck and attacks. Nicely done.
Tatum, a screen on White. Brown, no good. Hornets trail by 12. To the wing, right side. Here's Ball. And the shot no good, a bit short.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And Brown rising high for the finish.
The passing, the shooting, the scoring, it's all clicking right now for Jaylen Brown.
The three from Ball. Knocks down the long J. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, after making 1 3 in the first half, he's knocked down 2 in the second.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Tatum a screen on Ball. Pritchard from outside. Miller pulls it in. Fires from way outside. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Hornets trail by 11. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then it's Sam Hauser, and it's Gonzalez in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Brown with it. Back to Hauser, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
But Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Well, the Hornets shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. White for 3. Boston pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Right side Brown. Hauser, that's good. Hauser's gotten 4 this quarter.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Down by 15. Pass to Diabate. And the layup is good.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Gonzalez. Outside, Brown. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Salon. Hornets trail by 13. Here's Miller. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a big-time talent Brandon Miller is. Send it home, young sir.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Put your hands together for Celtics Entertainment.
Teams making substitutions here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Here's Pritchard. Inside. Here's Vucevic. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And Vucevic over to help. The 3 from Ball. Deep range. LaMelo. What focus.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from. And they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, the drop pass, and he dumps it down.
They're always looking for ways to put Jason Tatum in positions to attack. No better way than in pick-and-roll action.
Hornets trail by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. White with a steal, and Boston pushing it up now. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Ball. Ball with no fear, and that's in.
What a nice-looking drive with LaMelo. It's such a hard contest because the guy can handle and he's got size. Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Picked by Vucevic. Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
The putback, and he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. White outside. 1:25 left to play in the fourth.
Yeah, that is exactly because Derek White commands your attention defensively, and defender just gets caught in a tough position.
At the line for the Celtics, Derek White. At the line for 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
White hits them both. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Step back. Ball. Pushing through. LaMelo Ball.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Brown outside. Driving in. Yes, sir! That one's good!
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Celtics.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
Ball with it, guarded by Vucevic. That one's in there.
If you leave a teammate of LaMelo Ball that wide open, I promise you he will find him.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now Pritchard. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.